Now, another 3 members of the Tamil National Alliance who were elected to the Northern Provincial Council took oaths today.
M. Thiagaraja, attorney at law K. Sarveshwaran and Dr. S. Sivamohan, who are members of the EPRLF, took oaths today. They took oaths before a lawyer in Vavuniya. TNA parliamentarian Shiva Shakti Anandan was also present at the occasion. On the 11th of this month, 21 of 30 members elected to the Northern Provincial Council from the Tamil National Alliance took oaths. 5 members took oaths on the 14th of this month, while 1 member is yet to take oaths.
Meanwhile, during an event held in the Kokkadichole area, TNA parliamentarian P. Aryanethan shared these views.
We established a new record when we contested for the Northern Province. A party that was in the opposition for 66 years became the ruling party. This is the decision of the people. There may be disputes. There are disputes between everyone. There were differences even between the gods. Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati challenged Lord Ganeshan and Lord Murugan to travel around the world. The winner was to receive a mango. Lord Murugan travelled around the world, while Lord Ganeshan travelled around his parents. Even the gods had different opinions. Therefore, it is not surprising that there are different opinions within a political party made up of humans.
The Ceylon Petroleum Corporation says the Singapore-based PetroChina Corporation has supplied a new consignment of fuel instead of the fuel rejected by the CPC for not meeting the required standards.
However, CPC trade unions charge that such companies continue to supply fuel to the country as authorities do not take necessary legal action for supplying substandard fuel.
A consignment of fuel imported on the 29th of September from Singaporean-based PetroChina Corporation was sent back as it did not meet the required standards. A consignment of fuel supplied by the company 3 months ago as 95-octane petrol but failed to meet the octane level was accepted by the CPC as 90-octane petrol. They provided us with a new consignment of fuel in place of the consignment we rejected. The ship carrying this consignment of fuel reached Sri Lanka at about 1 p.m. yesterday. The consignment met the required standards and as such we have begun unloading it. CPC trade unions charge that fuel is being purchased from companies that provided substandard fuel last year.
The problem we have is that a company named Bitol has brought in 25,000 metric tons of jet fuel and diesel to the country. The CPC should reveal how a banned company was given permission to import fuel to the country.
We cannot continue this disciplinary action taken against them since the necessary evidence has not been presented as yet.
The Auditor General says that last year alone a loss of 9 billion was incurred due to the corrupt activities and the purchasing of substandard fuel. Who is responsible for these losses? Why don't we penalize the companies and charge compensation from them?
I don't know whether those who make these allegations are aware of the actions that should be taken. We have charged them when necessary.
And now it's time for the newspaper cartoon of the day.
Up next is Action TV.
The contractor who completed construction on the first phase of a pipe system to carry wastewater from the 305 estate in Mattakkulye to the Kalani River has had to rectify a certain fault. This is because the Colombo Municipal Council had not granted approval to a technical officer to make a payment of 2 million rupees as per the contract. The contractor was the 305 Estate Community Development Society, which was registered in May last year. The society was granted the contract with approval of the Municipal Council. 4 manholes were to be constructed under the first phase of the project, and the committee had estimated a cost of 197,000 rupees to construct a single manhole. However, based on the annual calculations of the Western Province Department of Local Government, the construction of a manhole would cost 85,000 rupees. The technical officer did not approve the payment based on a factor that reveals the stealing of state property. This was the use of gully covers worth 175,000 rupees stolen from the municipal council for the 4 manholes. After this thievery was brought to the attention of the relevant authorities by the technical officer, it was revealed through an audit that the 305 Estate Community Development Society had used gully covers belonging to the municipal council. Accordingly, what the urban commissioner should have done was lodge a complaint with the police and disclose how gully covers that were in the storage facility of the municipal council leaked out. However, contrary to this, the municipal council engineer in charge of water disposal had carried out his duties to the letter by terminating the services of the technical officer. Incidentally, the Community Development Society is carrying out construction either with or without approval under the second phase of the project. The estimated cost for the entire project exceeds 10 million rupees. By not taking legal action against contracts that sell property owned by the municipal council to the municipal council, are devious activities such as these being encouraged? Urban Commissioner of the CMC, this is over to you.
Tonight on our Words of Wisdom segment, we bring you the thoughts of Chinese philosopher Confucius.
A superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. Confucius, Chinese philosopher. Issues crop up continuously in the education sector. Issues pertaining to examination papers. Issues pertaining to the Z-score. Issues pertaining to wages and appointments of teachers. Recent incident. Media reports reveal that the Department of Examination faces issues in conducting examinations as it has not received money it had requested from the Treasury.
We receive money from the Treasury on a monthly basis. There's a delay in receiving this money.
And now in some cricket news, the Sri Lanka A team was set a target of 93 runs to win a 4-day match against the Sri Lanka cricket development team, who were bowled out for 276 runs in their second innings today.
Niroshan Dikwella of the Sri Lanka development team scored a century on day 3 of the 4-day match played at the SSC grounds in Colombo today. Dikwella was the top scorer for the Sri Lanka development team with 94 runs. Ashan Priyanjan bagged 2 wickets for 20 runs in 7 overs for the Sri Lankan A team. In reply, Sri Lanka A posted 19 for no loss at close of play today.
And that's a wrap for your primetime news bulletin. For the News First team, I'm Nicola D'Souza.
And I'm Madhushka Balasuriya. But before we go, here's a quick look at your weather forecast for tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.
Hotline 0